What's going on, guys? Your boy Random Guy Kev here, and this is the Airsoft Report, your bi-weekly discussion on things happening in the Airsoft community, relating to event sales, news, product drama, YouTube, and all that random goodness that is Airsoft. The Airsoft Report is sponsored by High Power Airsoft, the best BBs that truly hands bio. And don't forget to check out AirsoftGI.com and use the code RGK for 5% off your order. If you like the information being provided, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Information in this video will be available on Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Podcasts. If you're listening to the audio version of this and want to watch it, you can search Random Guy Kev on YouTube. Timestamps are provided below, so if you wish to skip ahead, please do so. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What's the deal? Airsoft GI has a number of mystery boxes still available, and they have a new mystery box, the Mayo Gang pistol mystery box, available. Head over to airsoftgi.com for more information. Airsoft Station currently have a 15% off tactical gear. Head over to Airsoft Station, use the code TACTICAL for a limited time only. So rush over there right now and grab your tactical gear. What's happening in the industry? KWA is getting into the battery game. They have the 11.1 LiPo available on the KWA website. Head over to KWA right now to get yours. Upcoming events and competitions. Events and competitions are subject to change, so check with your event producer for more information. May 18th to the 19th, Mere Tactical Ops Sky Shield in Michigan. May 18th and 19th, American Milsim ESR 19 in Oklahoma. May 24th to the 26th, Lion Claws Total War in California. May 24th to the 26th, the Balcar Pocket in Pennsylvania. May 24th to the 26th, Stag Ops Spring Offensive 16 in Massachusetts. Competitions are on my website. Check RGK Airsoft for more information on that. It's a number of competitive tournaments happening, so definitely check the website for more information on those. So let's get into our topic. Someone gave me, I always ask questions on social media, but the question or the statement was that there's too many events in Airsoft. And depends how you look at it. Let's take a step back. Overall, Airsoft, we have a lot of events all over. Let's talk about the US. We have a lot of events all over. When it comes to outdoor events, yes. When it comes to indoor events, yes. Are we talking local events? Are we talking like by event producers? Yes and no. When we talk about, let's start with Milsim events or battle sim stuff put on by event producers. There's a number of those, yes, but there's a number of players that attend those. For instance, Milsim West, that caters to a specific niche in Airsoft. So does Lion Claws, that's another one. Theta events, Third Coast Airsoft, those cater to a specific type of play style and type of people that want to go to them. Those normally, depending on the AO, what storyline they're going with, can pull out between 200 to 600 people, maybe even more, depending on the event producer and what the event is. Then you also have your local events. A lot of fields do their own local storylines, local style events, local competitive events, local battle milsim type of events. The local events can pull a number of people as well from the local area, whereas milsim national events can pull people from all over. People travel, like they'll go from Jersey to Cali, or Cali to Florida, or Florida to Oklahoma, Oklahoma to Texas. People will travel all over for those put on by some solid event producers. Then we jump into the competitive space. And I would have to say, and I feel like it sucks to say this, but I feel like the competitive space has so many events happening at one time, but not enough teams/players to compete in them. And people could say the same thing about Milsim, but it's like, no, because like, with Milsim styled events, they're pulling 150, 200, 300, 400, 500 people at a time, and they're good. So I mean, some events are canceled because there's a, they don't hit their quota where they need to start becoming profitable, because you got to pay for the insurance, you got to pay for the site, you got to pay for specific things. They don't hit that quota where they need to become profitable. And Milsim styled events like that are profitable. That's why a lot of companies try to dive into that realm. Not everybody's good. There's other bad people that do it, and then you have your very good ones that host great events. But not everybody can host great events. Not everybody's a great event producer. No matter if it's Speedsoft or Milsim, whatever you decide in the competitive space, or But again, too many events for me personally right now. There's so many events happening in the competitive space and not enough teams. And I feel like I talked about this before. I think we're in the cycle of old people getting tired of Airsoft and new people coming in. So it's like that cycle of that 1 to 2 year cycle where it's like, all right, mass exodus, and then and then we get a whole new crop of people that are learning and seeing what they like. Like, oh, do I want to do this or do I want to do that? And it's just like the numbers ain't numbering. And I've talked about this with Caber before. I mentioned like, hey, it would be nice to see teams compete in more than one league, but with the cost of things and how things just schedule on top of each other with Milsim style events, you can do that. You could schedule on. It sucks when places, event producers schedule on top of each other, because sometimes you want to hit this event at this AO, but then there's this event happening at this AO that you definitely want to check out. But it's like, now you got to pick and choose which one you're gonna go to. But with event producers, somebody's going to revisit that AO. A lot of the event producers revisit AO, so the one you missed out on, you might be able to come back to it at a different time, maybe next year or something. With the competitive space, there's a bunch of different little series going on, being provided by NSL, CSL, NSL, CSL, SpeedQB, and then you have the syndicate. I don't believe they're still doing stuff. Then you have your other small leagues in there. So, but a lot of these series are kind of scheduled on top of each other. So it's like, if I want to visit, if I'm in Cali and I want to visit the East Coast, and they got an East Coast series going on, but I can't make it to that East Coast series because I'm participating in a Cali series, then it's like, what am I gonna do? So it's like a lot of these series are scheduled on top of each other. So it's like it's taking from wherever, and a lot of them are based for a lot of them are for more local players, but a lot of the players that aren't local want to participate, but they can't participate because they have their own local event going on. So it's like, now I have to pick and choose which one I'm going to go to. But again, there's multiple of those series. So I think I don't know how it kind of works. If you place a specific spot, you can participate in the series championship, but it's like some people want to win the entire series and not just win the championship. So you could be the series winner, but lose the championship. Or you could suck in the series, but win the championship. So it's like, someone explained that to me and I'm like, which would you rather have? Win the overall series championship or win the series? So it's kind of how you look at it, but you got to, again, also gauge that you're paying an X amount for your team. Whereas, in a Milsim, event producers, outdoor stuff, like you're paying, I want to say for yourself, for a dope AO for a weekend, you're paying maybe, I'm going to give it a nice number of $200, $250 to $150, depending on which event producer you're going to. I mean, that's for a solid weekend of playing toys. It's a great time. depending on where you go, who the event producer is, it's solid. When it comes to this competitive stuff, as a team, and I think for most of them it's seven players, seven or eight players. You're paying between 300 to, nope, I lied. It's not 300 anymore. That was the previous. You know what? I'm keeping that number. $300 to $800. So you got to think about the per player cost. And again, a lot of people that are competing in, the competitive space are younger. Some of them don't have jobs. And some of them cannot be consistent as they want to be in those spaces. So you may see one team at one event, then they might not be at the next event, but then they'll at the follow-up event because, put their money together and go. When it comes to Milsim styled events, I mean, you'll see younger people at those events if they're there with a parent, because I think some of them, if you're under 18, you have to come with a parent or a guardian sign off or something like that. But most people are 18 and older, and some of them have jobs and budget for those specific events per quarter. As some of these competitive things are literally every fucking week, every fucking weekend somewhere that's different. So travel, housing, entry fee, and then all your other amenities. It's kind of this, it's kind of, think about that for the competitive space, and you're doing kind of the same thing in the Milsim styled space, but the Milsim styled space is for a weekend, and you're not hitting every event every weekend. You're taking a break, you're calming down, you're getting your life together. Whereas in this one, you kind of, if you miss one of the series events in the series, then it's kind of like your standing kind of drops, or essentially not, your standing kind of drops in that space, if you get what I'm saying. So for example, we have 5 teams showing up for a competitive event that's hosted, let's say, in New Jersey. Then there's another series in Florida. 5 teams show up there, but those, 2 of the teams from Florida want to play in a series up north, so they travel up north. So now you have 3 teams that are confirmed for the Florida one. And then when it gets closer, it's like, okay, we only have 3 teams. Why we're going to put something on? It's not really conducive to the whole, now you're taking money away from the field. I mean, fields might still get paid, but it's one of those things where do we still hold this event, or we just go to public play, cancel the event, just do public play and keep it moving? Some fields will do that. Other fields that they'll pay for other people's entries to come in. Whereas the 5 event that was in New Jersey that had the 2 additional 5, 6, 7. Now you have 7. So it makes it a little bit more spicy to see different teams that are out of their comfort zone coming into your area and being like, oh, okay, shit. Now these guys are from not here. Now we got to show out. But the one aspect of competitive airsoft that I liked was seeing teams not from the local area showing up and showing out. And I think that's what made things spicy. It made steel sharpen steel. So if a good team from Cali comes over to the East Coast thinking they're hot shit, now everybody on the East Coast that show up, they like, oh no, we're gonna let them know what the East Coast is about. And the same vice versa, East Coast, West Coast, the South versus the North, things like that. It forces people to become better players. When you're stuck in your local space going against the same teams all the time, and you're constantly in the same place as far as winning, where's the improvement? Where do you see that? Where do you see yourself improving as a team, as a whole? And I feel like, yeah, if you're the only teams that always show out for your area, cool. But if you're always stomping on the teams in your area, it's time to try a different area. Maybe go somewhere else. So back to the thing of too many airsoft events. Take a step back. There's a good number of events. It's great. We just need more players. We need more players. We need more people to get into Airsoft. Stop alienating people. Stop. Hey, if somebody wants to try it, let them try it. Don't dog them out. Let them, hey, let me show you some pointers on improving on your gameplay and how to get better. Giving people that warm welcome makes them stay a little bit longer than normal, because I've seen it. When I tell you I witnessed stuff where it's like people talking shit, like, I mean, it's granted, talking shit is part of the Airsoft, the part of whatever you do, but there's a limit to it, to where it's like people really get hurt by it. People really get hurt. I'm sorry. People really get hurt by you talking shit to them. They're like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna go play tennis. Or I'm just gonna get out of Airsoft, one of the two. But it's just one of those things. Let me know your thoughts on that. Because for me, again, personally, I don't think it's too many Airsoft events. I feel like it's just enough, but we don't have enough players. We don't have enough players in Airsoft to accommodate all these events. And I want to continue to see Airsoft thrive and keep these event producers going. Because without these event producers, we wouldn't have shit to go to. All we would be doing is the same tedious thing over and over again. And you don't want to do that. You want to change up what you're doing so it keeps you invigorated to continue playing Airsoft. So let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think there's too many events, not enough players, or too many players, not enough events? Let me know your thoughts on that, and yeah, we'll take that on the next discussion. Airsoft Uploads. So there's a couple videos that I was watching. Man, like this video from Capsule Airsoft, it was all in Spanish, no subtitles, nothing. The only time I can understand people when they're talking in English and is Ryan and someone else. This is another IWA one, but this is, man, the lever action. The lever action from G&G, I think that's going to be like a hit this year. I think that's an anticipated release. I hear so many people talking about it. I think it's going to, when it hits, I think it's going to hit. I think it's going to hit real hard. I think it's going to be a fun thing. Even the shotgun. But the lever action, I think is going to be a fun time. Swamp Sniper at, Rev Fertile Crescent 9. Man, listen. It was either between the zombie event or Fertile Crescent, or a Rev event. I'm thinking I might do the Rev event this year. Every time I see Rev content, I'm like, this is exciting. Don't get me wrong, the zombie thing was fun. Zombie thing was very enjoyable. But Fertile Crescent, I don't know. I love LARPing. LARPing is fun in Airsoft. It's so enjoyable. And if you don't have a creative mindset, this isn't for you. Next one, BB Shooty Palace. Dark Emergence 11. I always see this. It's in Europe area, or Eurasia area. And I believe this is the event that has over 1,000+ people playing in it. And I'm like, yeah, I might, in the forest. I mean, I feel like we could pull something like that in the US where it's over 1,000 people playing at one time. But I think it would be fun in Europe because, they have all those random sites and locations, and I'm like, I'm down. I'm down for whatever is going on. But if you guys have anybody I should be looking out, let me know, and we can take it from there. But that is all for this episode. Let me know what you guys want to discuss on the next, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.